day and welcome to the program Midday Show. We come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We semi so on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl. And we will be encountered on this one fumble. I name Jafferman Davis. Like all time inside the program, we get plenty news, information, newspaper, headline, entertainment. So stay with me for the next 1 hour inside the program Midday Show. And to yourself for the listen to it from however to get to it from members say you for be part of the program by way how you go use the number 077-981-981, the number again 077-981-981, or you join the conversation at Radio Democracy Facebook and YouTube page and add your voice to the different things that we look at today inside this edition of the program Midday Show. Today, Fambul, if you just join me, we focus of discussion for day around the Sierra Leone Reporters Union preparation for second edition health walk where they organize for people in the media landscape na Gumadam mile 31. So you can know more about this one plus other activities that will only happen but the Sierra Leone Reporters Union. So not going to say continue for still to be the program and Midday Show and it come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. With this they start for look at issue them. We go outside the proprietor and executive director College of Human Rights and Professional Studies Victor Lansana Koroma say because Salono get college or university where they deal with fundamental human rights as cause, make plenty people know about the right as citizen of the country. Victor Lansana talk this way Salon Labour Congress or National Labour Conference as way for tackle the challenge where people they face now the workplace and how them for use digital tool them now various place them for look inside this issue. But we reporter Alfred Jana gets more and go now report.
Human capital development. Now one of the flagship program them with the government states try for achieve and book learning. Now one with them want for CC them achieve government development partner and private sector don't they invest couple by book learning so that President Bio and dream but book learning go be achievable. Now for sake of this make College for Human Rights, Education and Professional Studies, CREPS, don't come for make we know we right as citizen and same way so with freedom of speech and other fundamental human rights them.
I see the need say the core module when a human rights where now we core module na the institution where cover the whole name for the college. Really, when you dey inside it, you go know say na a big blessing for you because now you open eye to everything. It's the right to birth, right to education, right to health, right to freedom of speech. Even though with freedom of speech forget limits, you not for go beyond. This college make you know. Then you not for misuse your rights as a citizen. This college make we know. Then, as we brother they say, it make we feel belong.
The voice where you just listen to. Now one part the students them were the part of the College for Human Rights, Education and Professional Studies. Josephine Lassana made explain waiting prompt time for choose the institution. Another student of this college, Justin Kamanda, explained this.
Most of the courses the way they offer, many colleges in Sierra Leone actually don't offer those courses. They don't offer because now marketable courses and I take a look at what? I take a look at the facility where they provide. Actually, not every college provides free ICTI, Information Communication Technology and Innovation for any of the students there. So that the world literally we are now based on technology. So I take a look at it as wow, I'm actually going to do public health in that college, but what? I'm also going to have what? An advantage to Information Communication Technology and Innovation. That was a great privilege to me. That's actually why I'm going. And also not only that, but about human rights also, because as our director said, human rights is everywhere right now. Yeah, it's universal. When I talk about human rights, it's very universal. I mean, it's applied to everybody. So those are some of the reasons that makes me to want to attend this college.
The proprietor and executive director, College for Human Rights, Education and Professional Studies, Victor Lansana Kourouma, explain what the broader meaning of what human rights mean.
Like human rights issues, then issues we border around the life of people. You know, like I tell you, say just now, anything what they do in this world is centered around human rights. And so we think the public need to know about human rights. The more they train young people for go out in the society, for go out in the communities them, outside they live, for preach about human rights, the rights of people, let people they know what's their right and what's their responsibility, about their health, right, about education, about agriculture, about anything related to human rights all over, right? Even in the office where they work as an accountant, you know, but you need to know about human rights because the money where they play with, now the life of people they play with. So we think say by training them, providing them the knowledge, the skills, for them to go pass the message outside there, for them to become ambassadors of promoting human rights, a key. And they train them both the local human rights contents them, the laws them, and they train them also at the global level, international and human rights laws them, what the laws they say at global level and at international level.
Victor Lansana Kourouma carry on for explain more about human rights.
I don't go around different parts of the world. We don't say human rights now a priority all over. And you go down different countries there, we say human rights colleges and they, both private and government. But Salon not get that kind of thing and they. And with universities and colleges and Salon, not they prioritize human rights, now then causes them. You know, sometimes they do it as a module, sometimes they just do it as elective, but not as a course where they graduate and get certificates in them. So now based on that, we'll see, I look at them, I say, okay, no, without experience, let's see how we will establish this private college. We're going to bring on board with sisters, brothers, them, the young people in particular, who can learn and understand about various human rights issues. You know, let's not forget that the world all over today, everything they talk about, whether agriculture, education, health, information technology, everything centered around human rights.
Victor Lansana Kourouma end up encourage parents them for make them send them picking them na this institution as in say plenty opportunity them day and they no go regret why them choose the institution for the society for the democracy. Mina Afejana the report.
Well, from that report, say the program midday show they continue. Family, if you just join, remember say you can use the number 077-981-981. The number again 077-981-981 for be part of this edition and add the voice to the different thing they will look at inside this edition of the program. And today we focus on the discussion, like I say, now we'll look at the Salon Reporters Union preparation for host and a second edition health work for people in the media landscape na Gumadam, and why then they organize this health work you go get for no inside this edition. But for help we talk more on this issue, we're in the studio with the acting assistant general secretary na the Salon Reporters Union, Patricia Sia Guevara. Good afternoon and welcome to this edition of the program.
Good afternoon and thank you for hosting me. Good afternoon to the listeners also.
Yes, plenty thank you for joining me today inside this edition. Let me start for look at the SLIU. How the union they do?
Well, thank you very much. SLIU na a professional body. It means Sierra Leone Reporters Union, where we can call them for short SLIU. Na a profit comprised of all reporters na the country, not only Western area but also the East, North and South. So now a body where they look at the welfare of journalists them for advocates for better services of reporters generally, and also give assistance when the need arise in terms of legal advice or otherwise. So last year we been get a lot of activities where one of them now being the hiking to Mambo waterfall, and that's a program where we bring together different people, them not only journalists but the general public, including government officials, the civil society. We audience them, we can actually patronize with the media.
So we could come into this hiking, for telling more about the hiking, but in particular on issues of development, how the union know they do in that light day.
Well, as at now, the executive of the SLRU, we don't push for meet with the Labour Congress for let we get a particular paper we go up we for enforce the thing them way reporters them for actually get way according to we own observation and the message them we don't they meet we boku of we reporters as me president be they talk yesterday na one program say nearly 50% of reporters them now they get the annual wage, and that we feel say it unfair to we as reporters, and in we own circle we as executive don't they push so that even if we know they get beaucoup other services, but that minimum wage let we able earn as reporters, then we all know how the country they and how the cost of living don't delect for everybody. If reporter they doing work they get less than 500 leon for a month, I feel like I say that ain't a problem. Other persons have outside go agree with me say that is too small for reporters them. So that's one area where they push for reporters and see actually the money where they work for, and also we they put things in place for organized trainings for journalists them, and we all know say as somebody they doing work you need professional training for actually keep you intact for let you not go out of the way. So we don't they put ideas together for see how we go organize training for we reporters them, and of course we get activities then we go bring reporters and come together we actually nine with the meet for tomorrow for actually relax, not only relax among ourselves but also the general public.
Now let's take you back to when the senior executive come into administration and promise about getting a database, getting the constitution reviewed and things like that. That's way of update. How them processing the day now?
Well, for the database, we don't get done there. Every day they get names the way they try for join. As at now, we get over 300 reporters. Yes, we register cut across the country. And for the constitution, we don't finalize the constitution. And very soon, we will share with the membership we do it to.
Then the constitution review.
Well, the constitution review, we've been get with AGM last year, now Makeni, we've been sit on that and actually try for pinpoint something that we did inside the constitution and be actually finalized. So very soon, and earlier this year, the head of the constitutional review committee be present that particular document to we president Eno Kabia, and soon we go make that document available as I mentioned earlier to the general membership. We will get
now. Let's also come and look at some of the things when it comes to the status of reporters union since this administration come. Also on a meeting and also day now. Reporter them or journalists them na the country when it comes to reporters them. Also on a meeting since the administration come and also a day now.
Well, I would say the past administration they actually do their own best, but since we come up, we don't make efforts and want to complain them. We don't they reach, we concern them. We don't they reach, we don't see how best we go. Try for manage and talk between both the institution where the reporter they work for and the reporter for see how best. If not all, but let something happen where the reporter will actually say yes, I'm doing this work for something, and at the end of the month they go with something. And also we don't they advocate on a personal level as executive members. We don't they engage institutional heads them for see how best then we able attend to the concerns of reporters, and we're not able to do them alone, so we just get for do this hand in hand and continue. We go continue for actually urge them, for beg them, for let them see say the reporters and concern he address.
So in other words, is fairly good or excellent or very good or high?
Not
high
excellent.
Okay.
I would say we are making effort, and
okay
as at now.
Partially
okay. I go use it partially okay as at now, but I believe with time we go get to that point where reporters go actually say yes. The point where are they now as a reporter are not so in Abindi back then. Actually they get more as they expect.
Okay, continue for still two. When we come back to it, we can look at the vision for 2026 under this administration for the Salon Reporters Union. We'll look at another issue. We go side the executive director for Native Consortium, Edmond Abu Jr., don't call on government for continue for subsidized fuel price, except reduce tax on fuel after the price for fuel don't increase in the world market from $110 per barrel to $120 for sake of the United States of America and Iran war where they carry on. Edmond Abu Jr. make this call in our interview with Radio Democracy where it updates the public but some concern them with the country oil and fuel sector they face. Edmond Abu been talk more about this story reporter Mohammed Lamin Kebe inside this interview.
Fuel globally don't go today. Now, because of the Strait of Hormuz, fuel don't go. It don't pass $120 per barrel. The last day we the fuel be this way, they put them 35 with $110 per barrel. Now, it don't go on there. So government get all justification for let it go. But what will they say? Who they big? The government. Only the government not to understand. Let them decide this. So let government continue to subsidize. What to monkey they subsidize for now? Salary. So because in the next 1 week, we'd expect some good news will come. Iran get for likely bound because of the plug that they refinery. If they're not get storage again, so if you see that plug, if you see now like when you say street pump, if you see local, when you come back, no problem for them. They know what left open, we open back, it will speed.
So how you would describe also government intervention?
For now, na big for the big they give. Now, no sir, they always combat, but when they say let government subsidize, we don't say there is need for let fuel go. You remember way back 2 weeks ago, fuel can down, it can up to 88. They don't be put on low. So now it don't go up. Let them self-sacrifice.
What will be the price actually according to what you don't say to the world market?
Proportionately, it's for them beyond this now. Because like I said, the time when they make an list 35, 40, it be $110 per barrel. The last time. So now that you don't pass 110, you don't go to 120. Proportionally by rights, fuel is supposed for the beyond this price.
So you don't feel say with this government within the point where they don't get option for increasing
well, government
price.
now government get for let's go. All man get for let's go. All man get for make sacrifice.
So you can't really surprise if government increase price.
You know, come to me as surprise, but me the big appeal with the appeal to the government. See, let government cut down some of the tax. You understand? So, like for instance, outside government supposed for add billions, you can cut down. And the dealer then said the OMC then said we're ready to make sacrifice. We are appealing. That's now we appeal.
What will be your message to government and also the private sectors and where they sell?
Last start to the private sector. Number one, this Aminata I don't care. Now one of the best stations. No station ever do what they do. And you know, when you if I were possible to do something, let be grateful. The time when fuel be good, we're scarce. We're all man lock in station. They want to lock the station. We send staff that will get, native consultants will get army science with the car, they observe you, we need to know. So we send man there, we can say, myself come, they don't ever lock the station. Okay, but apart from that, in fact, what did they do January? They said, where they be company them, they said 25 and 22, then they said. The dealer are different. You can be dealer for the Aminata, and say can be dealer again in station. At the franchise na Aminata or me franchise na MP or Yoko. You understand? But I mean get me station. So supply to me.
So if you say government for which call you will make at this particular point?
Government for continue for subsidize. The big call now that government for continue for subsidize. If you're not pass through, me too sure and convinced this fear. Iran between Iran and waiting. Now you see what it happen. Saudi Arabia, you don't back up for OPEC. Now big news than now good news. You understand? So let government hold on until the next 2 weeks.
Well, that's now the executive director for the Native Consortium, I beg your pardon, Edmond Abu Jr. inside our interview with Mohammed Lamin Kebe. They call on government for continue for subsidized fuel price and self-reduced tax on fuel after the price for fuel don't increase in the world market from $110 per barrel to $120 for sake of the Israel, United States of America, and Iran war where they carry on. The program na midday show and it come to you from the Society for the Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get one of the executive members them for the Salon Reporters Union, we in Patricia Sia Gevao, in the acting assistant general secretary for the Salon Reporters Union. Now, we don't talk a little bit about the background and work we've been on the go on, but now we're into 2026. What's in the vision? Because the mandate of this new administration now for kind of one for set a very decent platform and anybody where they come inside for able to run the association or the union to a level where it could just continue for improve. Apart from events they own around the organize or team they own around engage bar, you just mentioned about the bargaining certificate owner they try to get. But for 2026, waiting at the vision and waiting on one for achieve for this year, we're going to put in the right footing for 2027.
Well, you just mentioned, one of them, the vision where we did try for actually achieve at this particular year, and for say that particular document, we go give it the power for say this institution or they do this for reporters and now this action we go take against them. The bargaining certificate, we make sure say this particular year we get them and we begin for do the work as we receive them. And also, reporters then.
So you go me say when I get that document, when I go when I go begin go house by house or station to station for the observed condition of service for reporters then?
Well, not necessarily, but as per the concerns them where we they get from reporters, and if I make as an executive member, I they encourage, I they urge reporters them out there. If you think say you're in a media institution, you they actually get the service where you believe say you they work for, reach out to the executive, and we will see how best we will step in for see the help where you will get. So
before you continue with the vision, for you talk about how I don't deal with when I don't get the registration, when I get this bargaining certificate, if for example when I notice say reporters at this media institution they at that kind bad or low status, if the name not the part of on a database, it go mean so when I know they intervene or when I go encourage them for first coming they part of on a database and then when I begin doing our work for them.
Well, now in make where we not get the certificate now, in as much as we don't put out digital way of registration out there, it don't close. We still encourage reporters and say, if you feel say you name not a part of a database, join we now, because 10 chances to 1, we now go say we get a very small executive and we get Boku reporters them. So if we already get registered members, we get their own concern and we need for attend to them. But you there out there, you self get situation where you want me for attend to. We not go left already registered members and we will actually give you time, but first we will consider the one the way register with we and see how best we could help them before we move to your case. But I still encourage on behalf of the executive for let reporters them register with the Sierra Leone Reporters Union. Now only through that, we know we'll go talk for you, then go ask we this person won't at the council for you register out. We're going to send a body business. We're not going to let be that kind of situation. Yes, we're not going to let be that kind of situation. So we they encourage reporters them. We reach out to the executive. We presidents now, Madam Yeno Kabia. He get open arms for welcome everybody. Just reach out to them and he will designate person where you will meet for actually get your name registered with we.
Yes, so let's move back to the vision of 2026 outside the bargaining certificate.
Yes, so we they look at professional development, as I mentioned. Last year we've been putting these ideas together. So now this year, what will they do? Immediately after the events where we get tomorrow, we they meet with people them where we believe say we able to help we out, because if we they actualize activities, we need the resources and we cannot do it alone as an executive, not a union. We need for try for rally being people, institutions for get their various support. So when it comes to professional development, we they try for organize trainings. And this kind of training, it will be training in business reporting in different bits. Them we
build on niche.
Yes, as reporters. Then. So we they encourage reporters them for if you specialize in health reporting and you want for improve on that reporting day, we they put ideas them together. Depending on waiting the one that we want for help, we go and put the money for. So we will get different training on health, on business, or whatever. Social justice reporting. Whatever we get support for. So as journalists, I just they encourage everybody. As we do we work. Let we not forget say if find for report all eating them, by agriculture, education, together. But he finally specialized in one or two area. So now that kind of thing they will they push for, and I believe say with, we effort we go get to that point away before say this year we will actually organize a particular one or two training. In all regions, if not all, but 2 regions. Then
because I be one for ask how not they make able for reach to equity for people that within the region and the one that within Freetown, particularly who that go get for deal with a limited number space.
Yes. So depending on the resources where we get, right? We not just if the resources where we get and the one the way they support we say na this area then it's fine. We go cater for that particular region. If the resources go able to cater for bring the one from other regions to come, then we can make that possible also. So let me just try for see the resources we get from institutions that we go on for actually promote the professional development of reporters them.
Okay, continue for still 3. The program na midday show, the time from studio clock 12:30 dot, and we'll pause for a short while, take this short break. When we come back, we continue the discussion, and this time we'll focus on the plan media health work where the Reporters Union want for organize. We go up in a date where you will talk about inside this edition of the program. But we'll take this break. When we come back, we continue with the program. Program midday show, they continue inside the program. We still get the acting assistant general secretary for the Salon Reporters Union. We now Patricia Siagevao, which we inside the studio. They are for talk about the preparation of the union for the second edition Health Walk within the Organized for People in the Media landscape. They continue the program, but away from discussions, we go and look at another issue. So the Vice President, Dr. Mohammed Julde Jallow, don't say government ready for work with partner them for transition the labor sector for meet the current digital space. We go help for promote decent work in the country. Dr. Mohammed Julde Jallow talked this inside in keynote address we do for the 2 days National Labour Congress where the Ministry of Employment, Labour and Social Security together with the Salon Labour Congress and Employers Federation all for talk about them where they embark the labour sector. We reporter Amy Jackson gets more and go now report.
Challenges and opportunities of decent work in Sierra Leone. Now the theme for this year National Labour Conference where the Ministry of Employment, Labour and Social Security together with their partner all for talk about them whether they embark the labour sector and serve our government for work for developing them for meet the current global digital space. This 2-day conference brings together government officials, the private sector, Employers Federation, Salon Labour Congress, International Labour Organization, but talk about how they go work as one for bring solution to the challenges them here. The National Labour Conference come after where the country they prepare for celebrate the International Workers' Day when on May 1 this year. Where it talk, the chairman for the Salon Employers Federation, Kobe Walker, talk more about the importance of this conference and serve the International Labour Day, where they remind government of its responsibility for CC, then provide decent work for people.
As part of the national activities marking May Day 2026, this conference also carries deeper symbolic significance because May Day reminds us of the dignity of labor, the value of solidarity, and our collective responsibility to create fairer and better opportunities for working people. In this regard, this gathering must help strengthen collaboration among government, workers, and employers while advancing inclusive labor policy, promoting women's economic empowerment, and expanding decent employment opportunities in the digital era.
The Salon Labour Congress na the body where they talk about the welfare of workmen them na the country. We make the Secretary General Max Conte talk about the concern where Salon Labour Congress get, but the minimum wage and serve how some agency then they treat their workmen them.
It's just the benchmark. But here in Sierra Leone, all the agency 800 on our subject, regardless the year we don't have, we elect the 10 years, then they pay the workman the 800. Everybody with a bet from until this is another they not begin pay the 1,200. We go the all man at 1,200. So please, I want the Ministry of Labour take note, and we will make we position very clear about the agencies, the way they abuse the labour market, how they give government bad name. Because at the end of it, the government they get bad name. Because right now we get one agency, they don't sack all the man them because secure service. The one secure service don't cut off. As he cut off a sack all the man them, they maybe pay the end of service then. More than 100 nationwide. They all the same thing when they stop the country. So we therefore look at our Ministry of Labour.
The Salon Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture now the umbrella body for business them where they operate in the country. We make the representative talk about the challenge them where people they face for do their business.
Many businesses, particularly small and medium enterprises, are still struggling with unreliable electricity and highly priced renewable energy solutions. High internet costs coupled with unstable connectivity, limited digital infrastructure and shortages of digitally skilled workers. At the same time, many workers fear exclusion, displacement or exploitation in a rapidly changing work environment. Informal work remains high and many young people continue to face difficulties transitioning from education into meaningful employment. And this is why social dialogue is so important. Government, employers, workers, training institutions, and development partners must work together to ensure that digital transformation leads not only to economic growth, but also to decent work, fairness, inclusion, and dignity.
Where it talk, the country representative for the International Labour Organization for Salon, Nigeria, Ghana, and Liberia, Vanessa Fala Mayor say both government and partner them need for sit down and address the concern them whether they above the labour sector.
Indeed, the world is changing, and digitization is one of the aspects that is changing the world of work. It's changing the way we do work. It's changing the way we interact in the workplace. And therefore, it's very important that we deliberate on what this means for Sierra Leone and what kind of interventions and support we require to drive our economies forward. So indeed, the theme, challenges and opportunities of decent work in the digital era, is very timely.
Inside Inyon Talk, the Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallow, talk about the challenge where people in the informal sector don't face.
A large proportion of our workforce, particularly youth and women, remains trapped in the informal economy where jobs often lack security, fair wages, social protection, and safe working conditions. Digital infrastructure gap persists. High cost of connectivity, unreliable electricity, and limited broadband coverage, especially in rural areas, continue to widen the digital divide. Many of our young people possess energy and talent, but lack the market-relevant digital skills needed to compete in the modern economy. Skills mismatch, underemployment, and the risk of job displacement due to automation further complicate our labor landscape. Women entrepreneurs and workers encounter additional barriers, including unequal access to finance, technology, and training. Informal economy representatives who form the backbone of our economic activity risk being left further behind if digital tools and platforms do not reach them or protect their rights.
The Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallow, also talked about government commitment for transform the country workforce to meet the current global digital space.
The government of His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio remains firmly committed to a just transition to the digital era, one that places decent work at its center. This means strengthening social dialogue among government, employers and workers, updating labor policies and regulations to cover platform work and gig economy arrangement, ensuring operational safety and health in digital context, and more importantly, prioritizing women's economic empowerment so that no one is left behind. We must also focus on formalizing the informal economy through supportive measures, not punitive ones, that provide access to digital tools, training, and social protection flow. The job fair exhibition at this conference is a practical demonstration of our collective will to connect people to opportunities.
The Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallow, and for Assure partner them at this conference say government's ready for implementing recommendation them where they go pull inside the National Labour Conference as well for promote decent work in the country. With support from Alfred Jana for the Society for Radio Democracy, Adeyemi Jackson the report.
Program Midday Show, they continue, and inside the program family, if you just join me today, they focus on the Salon Reporters Union preparation for the second edition health walk we're going to organize inside the media landscape for people in the media, and we still get the acting assistant general secretary we Patricia Siagevao. And now let's talk about this hiking. This is not the second edition, but before we come into waiting to prepare for this second edition, how the idea of hiking come inside from the Reporters Union?
The idea coming because we find out say most of the time we then our newsroom them, or we day out the cover program them, we not actually get time for meet together as reporters. We can get, we own personal engagements them, but as a union, we feel like I say it's necessary for when we meet together and also jam body with other people them we not in the media landscape. So we decided for good to hold this event every year. And last year we be make the very first one now Mambo Waterfall. We been so colorful. We get people from everywhere all over the country. We join for celebrate a particular event there. So tomorrow we get the second one. We get for take place in Agumada, and it's in not just not so the same like last year, because last year when we be the rundown for Mambo, one big person tell me say this is a premium event. So imagine if the very first one a premium, tomorrow you will be premium leveled up. So now free events as we do last year, and tomorrow you yourself go free, and not for journalists then the public as well. You know, possibly they read newspaper, you know, possibly they listen radio, you know, possibly they watch TV. You know, possibly just just one for patronize
acts of people at the media.
with the media, you get an opportunity for attend that particular event tomorrow wey for happen na the Gumadam.
Yes, give me a taste of what will be really happening from minute one Mambo Junction onto the Mambo waterfall of itself. Of course, we know say the Mambo Hill it gets hurdles, but how people being received this one, how turn up and how exciting it will be for people who being attend.
I mean, first we been get a point where we converge. We're not at the base, the Mambo Junction. Now they we been converge, and we make the thing so exciting to the point that we invite Bubu. So imagine you last year you claim Mambo Hill with Bubu dance. It just get for be the same and more to that. We not go unveil, but tomorrow join we. So last year we been get Bubu we been take we right up the waterfall. So I mean you get dance. Then we also been get photo time we get photographers and we again capture professional pictures them. So we dance stay, you sit down, they relax, then capture that moment there for you. You grab back the dance, then capture, imagine the moment. You know, they even feel and say, I mean, they claim that kind of like Mambo. So now that same thing that we get for apply tomorrow and more. And also we get everything free. So there is no fee we get for pay for join we get for give out water, drinks, and also I mean small cham go there. Well, not so that one we will make you bellyful anyways, but I mean you get something we go there inside belly as we they go up the mountain and as they go inside Gumadam, and also I mean the moments where we they spend there.
Why necessary for they do event like this, and we wanna say we'll continue the next edition?
Well, like I said, they close the gap between people them waiting at the media, between journalists them, reporters them, and the wider public. So imagine me the rights for Awoko newspaper. I know say somebody be don't they buy Awoko, if they see me byline by Patricia, but you don't know that this Patricia. Tomorrow you go join me, and I mean you go see this person where they be and writing them. Also you don't they listen radio. I mean by so person by Ibrahim by Jaffa, you don't know that you just they get the voice. Tomorrow the part of the work you go also get for see this person, and also this they create awareness because the theme where we give the event for tomorrow now work for press freedom, and I believe say press freedom not only limited to people that within inside the media landscape, even the wider public, because I mean if information day we all the benefit from. So I mean it's really important for let journalists them meet and get a quality time with other audience them.
Now let's look at preparation for this kind of day. Of course you don't talk about the food part, but what's the other yum the way when I don't put in place with regards for make Kale not be that kind of official program? Because if you say you have to take media people away, some man the day 7 to 9, other people 7 to 7, it's just day before computer or a day before in page, they write left, right, and you say no, this Saturday take time off, no one see you per work, no nothing. You get for engage and full time so that enough for every member says I get work for do, or if I get work for do, pass I come on here before I go do. So when are the other thing and the one I don't put in place?
Like I say, we get a lot of food. Well, for some man no go, we know we actually make all man belly full, but to go make sure say you satisfy.
So, and I get games or what's in
yes,
the one?
Yes, at the cancel dandy. We get games actually, but for the food side, I mean, be rest assured. I mean, you get forget enough for it, and also as you dey relax up there, we get side activities. Them we get forget rap competition, singing competition, dancing competition, and hopefully, I mean, mental health session where you get time for the person talk to the one that we get for attend about how waiting at the importance of mental health for secure yourself, and also yoga. I mean we get some small thing that we they do, they make the body, we need time for relax, all of them thing. And the last year the one that we go Then we get a time for exercise. Do CBP people in the media will be joining last year. Now that same kind thing they and more we get for give people in tomorrow. So the competition we get for between different media institutions. Then 98.1 go up battle with Liberty, and Liberty go battle with Truth, and just then thing then. So I mean, and even the one SF will go join. We're not a journalist them. Then self for battle. The media also all man get in favor. Some man go say, "Oh me, I like for listening 98." So I mean, I go push me support for them. Now then kind thing and then we get for see tomorrow.
How person will be part of this one?
Well, person will be part tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We they assemble na Guma Gate, mile 13, and sharp 9 we they left for go up the dam. So I mean the road so okay, it well paved. If you get your motorcar, you go able to park inside the compound because you get big space there before you reach now the second gate. So I believe for say the first gate, the space where the first gate will actually accommodate whatsoever vehicle you get. So we go up.
How not to make the arrangements? Because for example, if obviously from your explanation, you mentioned people can get for go there by themselves, and so from Mambo to that end there, or from Bobo, yes, to that end there, it kind of look that far with transportation. And I don't engage with the bike man them or people them with around there for make sure say if person they doubt the end, able to get proper direction and things like that.
So when it comes to direction, I mean the thing so clear enough. Right at the junction, the main road, it gets a signpost where indicates this now Guma Dam. Okay. So at that point they can know. For transportation business, I mean most can they apply at every given time. So you as an individual get an opportunity for break one at any time and just join the team at that point there.
Okay, continue for still to inside the program. The program midday show they continue inside the program. We continue for look at another issue. We go inside the senior permanent secretary in the Ministry of Health, Handle Sorise. One pan the commitments them we then don't make na the 27th ordinary session of Assembly of Health Ministers. Now for getting to malaria treatment for tap how people can die from the sickness in West Africa. He talked this since our interview to get the democracy way, even they talk about the team them way, then talk about now the 27th ordinary session of Assembly of Health Ministers, where then be all na salon. And also you talk more about this story to contain inside this interview.
So this year then concentrate on malaria, elimination of malaria, predominantly. Not even concentrate, but for eliminate malaria. Malaria they contribute to boku fatalities, particularly in pregnant women and children. It contribute to high mortality rates. So now that make from last year to this year, West African Health Organization decide for focus on it. So malaria dominate we discussions. We also discuss how data can facilitate management of diseases, real-time data, so that we will able to take decisions for solve problems where they come up.
So this year's session focus on the malaria sick winner for Tapa, not only for Salon but other West African countries. So which impact this session gets to the fight against malaria?
It get a big impact. So the region come together for no one country not able to end malaria. Look, my minister can always say mosquito no get visa. If they come on one country go, then they cross boundaries. So the region they come together for get shared action, take unanimous decisions on waiting for do across borders. And once that decision is taken, the decisions binding on all countries for implement. You recall a symbolic distribution of bed nets was done. Now one primary school will say, we actually reach out to the Pikinem because, so it's symbolic, but this is what we want to do for all the Pikinem in Sierra Leone and across the region. So when Pikinem they sleep under bed nets, it reduce the effect of mosquitoes getting to them. Puddles, sanitation, all entering in the decisions then we then take, the strategies then we go lead to reduction of mosquitoes in the environment.
So this now one way health ministers in the camp put a policy together and make recommendation them. So what are some of the recommendation and the way una make during this 27 ordinary session?
We now therefore use data where they come from the environment, where they come from various catchment areas that for monitor what they happen then placed in there. And it is captured, like I say, real time. And real time data where they come, they allow the health practitioners, the technical people, to take decisions then for neutralize the issues the way the data they point out. Before now, we always use for say, people then go out, then go investigate, then come back, they write reports. No, we don't stop all internet there.
So plenty people go on for say from time we don't affect the malaria sick for say zero malaria campaign, don't they get different program them. So we change where this session go bring in the fight against malaria in the country?
So first of all, now, well, the country, yes, but the sub-region, first of all, we don't agree on them pathways there. So we all do one together. And once we all do one together, with the closing on the vector, which is the mosquito, with the closing on them, and then we reduce them. Once we start to really reduce the number, you will see the sharp drop malaria infection. Now, to the country specifically, we malaria control program, they continue. Now they double down on the indoor residual spraying. They work with other partners, other ministries, other departments. We all work together for clean the environment, for continue the spraying and reduce potential for mosquitoes that will thrive in our environment. And then for the treatment, of course, one of the major decisions taken was that nobody will die from preventable malaria infection. So that means we need for preposition with drugs then across the country, now all the facilities.
Free available in all government hospitals?
We get the national medical supplies agencies. They make sure say we get drugs now the last mile, the last facility in the country. We distribute all in the wide and make sure say people then once they get infection, we get test kits them. We quickly they show whether the malaria the person get, and then we take action. So not a long procedure they will take before to decide whether person get malaria or not. Now we really prepare with all of them supplies, the medical supplies them around the country for make sure say people get treatment if they are infected. We they prevent them, working with all the partners then, we they prevent them, but we also they take prompt action for treatment.
Well, that's now the Senior Permanent Secretary, now the Ministry of Health, and so inside the interview with Kaifatu Conte, they talk about the commitment where they don't make now the 27th ordinary session of Assembly of Health Ministers, where they say now for getting to malaria treatment for tap how people can die from the sick in West Africa. The program midday show they continue, and now we'll not get better time again, but we're still there with the acting Assistant General Secretary for the Sierra Leone Reporters Union, Patricia Sia Gevao. We don't talk a lot about how this event they happen, and you don't explain a lot of things that we don't do for prepare. This one, when I forget dancing competition,
yes.
Set get for the day.
Yes, of course. I mean, dancing competition.
The bubu no more.
The set self for the bubu go there with we as we dey waka for go up the dam. Whilst as we reach na the side the dam there, we will get sets and music go there with we throughout the day for that particular program there. So you just get ready tomorrow morning. Join we na mile 13 Gumadam Junction as we marching for go see the dam.
Possibly not go part of this kind event and something and media possible. What you go miss?
Well, you go miss a lot. So imagine the one that we not go last year. They don't make this particular event as a priority. So I just encourage people join we and go get fun, go rub skin with journalists them, go get quality conversation them. I mean, out of most of the same way people can say information the way they get na inside informal setting there. So tomorrow you get concern where you want for share with journalists where you know or when you know, or so just basically thing the way you want for discuss. You get an opportunity for share with journalists them. You get opportunity for meet with them, for dance with them, and also for get quality time as a whole.
After this, for the reporters union, what's next?
Well, after this, we dey look at we continue the efforts for get things done when it comes to getting the necessary documents for enforce the thing them way journalists they forget for push the media institution and for do the thing them for reporters them, and also as always the efforts we will continue for put in for organize training them for enhance the professional development of reporters in the country.
All right, Patricia Siagevao, plenty thank you for joining today inside this edition of the program. We will tap the discussion. I also plenty thank you to we listeners and viewers for not be with all to this 60-minute discussion on the preparation of the Salon Reporters Union for the second edition health work for the media, and then they do according to for work for press freedom, and then they continue with this initiative. But according to the acting Assistant General Secretary, they don't put a lot of things in place, and they want to make them very fun filled for everybody go enjoy, and for some time nothing but work for the first time, especially on weekends. Well, this has been the focus of the discussion, and me will bring to now this edition of the program. My name is Jaffa Mans Davis, my producer Theodore Arena, and also the post we make on a get we live from a different radio set them DJ Caps, while it's Mary Kamara Bangua make on a see we live na Facebook and we Radio Democracy YouTube page. So till the next edition of the program Midday Show. Have a nice day. Assalamu alaikum.